Race fans, last weekend when we took a break from the Mopar Canadian Superbike Series, a bunch of Canadian riders went down to compete in the XR 1200 class presented by Vance and Hines, the United States of America, at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now, unfortunately, we had a mishap during the race on the Saturday, I believe it was, when Darren James was involved in a crash and he broke his right leg right down towards the bottom, broke the fibula. So when we got the news of that, of course, we had written him off for the final 2 rounds of the XR 1200 series here in Canada. But that is not the case, because when the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Yeah, you got it, Mike. Hold my heel. Go. The more solid it is, the better. Thanks, Matt McBride, for the boot. Let me drop it to the front.
Darren, first of all, I don't know if we've got a shot of that leg on camera yet, but we noticed before you went up for practice you had an oversized set of boots and you had to strap that ankle in very carefully. This is an injury that you sustained down at Indianapolis. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was 6 days ago, Saturday at Indianapolis, race 1. Made a pretty rookie maneuver on the first lap. You can't win a race in the first lap. I tried, and I got sucked into turn 2 a little deep, had a crash, ragdolled across the track, and then a guy further back in the field kind of target fixated on me and drove over my leg and ankle at about 50 miles an hour. So yeah, and that's on a 530-pound Harley. So yeah, I just did a little bit of damage. Snapped the tibia clean right underneath the ankle. So flew back to Vancouver, thought we were going to get some pins, get surgery, that sort of thing, but got really lucky that there's no massive displacement, so they didn't have to cut me open.
Wow.
Been at home, like I said, flew home, was home for like 48 hours, and then jumped on a plane to come here to try and hold on to second place in the national championship.
Are you in pain? Are you in discomfort?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Now it's your right foot. That's your rear brake, and it's generally something that's not used very much by racers. So
yeah, on the Harleys definitely I don't use the rear brake all that much. Definitely in the rain, and on bigger bikes with higher horsepower, obviously you're using your rear brake a lot. But on these, you don't seem to. Big thing is turning right, and here at Canadian Motorsport Park, it's or Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, it's I think 6 or 7 right-hand turns. So we're struggling a bit with that, a little uncomfortable, and I'm having a hard time getting off the right side of the bike, but gotta do what you gotta do. Given your disadvantages, Darren, have you set a goal for yourself? We did a rough math calculation, and to stay in second place in the national championship, it looks like we'll have to finish about 8th in both races, but it turns out the Iron Man, Mike Taylor, who sustained a way worse injury than me, is here, and he's gonna ride. So that'll obviously weigh heavily on what we have to do, because he's real close to us in the championship. So
your timing's impeccable on that, Darren, because we just spotted Michael Taylor getting out of his truck, and we're going to head down there next and speak with him. But total surprise to see you racing here. We have written you off, and again another total surprise down the pit area here with Michael Taylor. The going gets tough, eh?
Well, yeah, like a wise man once said, if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough. So, and we all know how tough Mike Taylor is. He's an ambassador to the sport of motorcycle racing. He's been around for a long time, and we all know the injuries that Mike has sustained. So he's a warrior, and I try and do the same. This is why I do this. I love it, and hopefully the tibia will hold through for the weekend. I want to give a shout out to Matt McBride for lending me the boot to get my footing, because it certainly wouldn't fit in my own boot. So yeah, and hopefully we have a good weekend. We got Michael Barnes up here representing. We all know JR and Barney are real fast around here, so hopefully we were hoping to go the same as last year, do a 1-2-3 sweep, which has only been done once in this series, and that was by us. We were hoping to do the same thing this weekend, but it could be a tall order for me. So I figure if I can finish, keep my points, we'll be real happy.